We're learning this morning President Biden is now ramping up efforts once again to increase a defense budget. Now, bear in mind where we are on this, just for some historical context, okay? President Biden was supposed to be the dove, right? He's supposed to get us out of war.
The peacetime
president, right? I mean, Trump is the warmonger, right? He's the bad guy. I'm going to get us out of Afghanistan. I'm going to reduce our footprint around the world. We're going to put focus back here at home, right? We're going to take care of our people.
Who said Trump is a warmonger?
Plenty in his party have said that. Plenty in his party have said that President Trump has wanted to increase incursions in Syria and Yemen and on. So look, they're all warmongers. I mean, make no mistake about it. They're all warmongers. But this president has said, I want to take care of my people. Mm-hmm. I want to increase funding for education, right? I want to
build back better. I want to build back better.
Infrastructure. None of those things, I mean, all of that's stalled in Congress. There's nothing. We don't have a Build Back Better plan. Yet we now know from the president that the president is ramping up spending for the next round of defense budget and is going to be reportedly asking for $770 billion. That's the next defense budget.
Remember this. They gave him more than he asked for last time, right?
Yeah.
He asked for a certain amount. They gave him more. And now they're going to give him even more. Like he's like, oh, well, if I got more, then I'm going to ask for more. And they'll probably give him more than that. We're pushing it up to $1 trillion on our war budget.
So he asked for in the $730 billion range for 2022, and Congress gave him $752 billion. Recall that roughly 31 million Americans had no health insurance last year. But we absolutely can agree to fund that bipartisan passage of those budgets, right? And that is shockingly more than 2021, when we still had presence in Afghanistan, which was $740 billion. And so, nobody ever says no to it.
No.
And at the same time, there's plenty of things we don't have as Americans. We can't afford clean drinking water or broadband for all or childcare, preschool, anything like that, right? But war, we absolutely can.
Yeah, because everything that was for us in the Build Back Better was removed. Like the negotiating drug prices, all that stuff, family leave, like that was all removed.
Well, all of Build Back Better was removed.
Yeah.
It's gone. Poof.
Right. There's no, and Joe Manchin said it's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. It's beyond dead. So we can absolutely increase our defense budget, and President Biden plans to do just that. The Americans Friends Service Committee, the AFSC, just released a new poll, said, our new polling shows that most adults in the U.S. want the exact opposite of this, right? In the midst of a pandemic, the growing climate crisis, and ongoing issues nationwide, we need to invest in solutions instead of enriching defense contractors.
Yes.
Imagine that. Yeah, it's the exact opposite. So anyway, progressives are not happy about this. Progressives in Washington are not happy, but will they do anything? That's the real question. Will they just send out some harshly worded tweets, or will they actually do something about it?
Did you see the new bill proposal, the Build Back Mediocre?
No, or don't build back at all.
Yeah.
Just stay as you are,
Pramaya Jayapal, who's a progressive, they would still spend $1 trillion. We're going to pass a bill that does nothing but stays the way we are. Uh-huh. It's going to cost $1 trillion.
Okay,
but it's paid for.
But it's paid for but on the backs of our children. Anyway, Pramaya Jayapal from Washington, she's a Democrat, she's a progressive. She said this is absurd to the news, expecting the big budget, first reported by Reuters on Wednesday, is tens of billions of dollars more than former Republican President Donald Trump ever requested, in contrasts with widespread public demand for increased investment in middle and lower class Americans and an end to the bloated military budgets.
So while we can fight over whether or not universal child care or preschool or community college would have any kind of payoff, right? Oh, I don't know. The Congressional Budget Office will look at that and see, well, let's do the math on it, see if it works out. There's no running the numbers on a military budget. It's either we get it or we don't, and there's always a green light. And escalating rhetoric around the necessity for war in the Russian region will help justify this budget.
If you like this content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, we have a membership program. For the price of a cup of coffee once a month, you can support independent journalism just by going to morninginvest.com/join.
You get access to exclusive videos, plus the ability to join and chat with us live. We really appreciate your subscription, and you are supporting independent journalism.